It's good to make a comment that gets a chuckle and then only catch the tail end of the chuckle on the recording.
You guys didn't want to hear that one.
Can I tell you guys something? I'm over here spinning comedy gold out of doo-doo, and you guys, you missed it. But here, just imagine me being funny. Because I'm not. Really. It's Monday. Mondays, you put on your glasses. I looked away and you reverse Superman'd yourself.
Well,
you Clark Kented.
I had to.
Mondays are my days.
To wear glasses.
To eat chicken wings alone.
Okay.
I do it. It's my Mondays are my day. And I always come around the house and I just go, it's my day. It's my day. Mm-hmm. I fire up the air fryer. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm one half of the podcasting Warm, Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. Welcome to episode 47.
47.
Here we are.
Is there anything significant about 47?
No.
Oklahoma is the 47th state, I think.
Hey.
Google that.
Google that,
I almost
producer.
I almost said professor. Let's not graduate him to that.
Let's not.
He doesn't have on glasses.
He actually does. He actually totally does.
He looks stupid in them.
I
No,
love
I'm
a
just
man in
jealous
glasses.
that I don't have cool glasses, okay?
Okay, you're not in our club. It's fine. How you doing today, brother?
I'm okay. It's
Monday.
It's my day to eat chicken wings alone.
Okay. So
And I don't care if that sounds sad. Mm-mm. I don't care if a 40-year-old man on a Sophie watching reruns of shows that he's already seen,
sure,
eating chicken wings. You know what I caught myself doing last time I ate chicken wings alone? Is I would take a bite and then I would just go,
yeah,
to myself.
Yeah.
I'm not expressing my contentment with these chicken wings to anyone else.
Yeah.
Just me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, guys, if I can get a little self-helpy with you, I think
let's do it.
that the world would be a much better place if we all ate chicken wings alone on a Monday.
And then
And went,
yeah,
wings.
I'm not opposed. I used to not be a fan of chicken wings. Guess what? I've come over to it.
Oklahoma's the 46th state. Thanks, producer.
So close.
So this episode's stupid.
Fact check.
This episode's
Guess
stupid.
what? After our last episode, when I was claiming that the Oklahoma mountains weren't high enough to be considered mountains, guess who fact checked me, Crindy?
Well,
She sent me a screenshot of the facts.
V cool, Crindy.
And I felt...
Like you felt this big.
I did.
My fingers are real close together, guys. She felt this big.
I'm out here trying to be an internet geologist.
What would you guess is
and I'm failing at it. ...
and I'm failing. The Ashley Engle story. Can you take a guess at what the 47th state was? What state we're celebrating on this episode?
Not Hawaii.
Okay, I'm going to give you 3 hints.
Okay.
Okay? Christmas,
Sure.
turquoise, Dave Engle.
New Mexico?
New Mexico.
Hey!
Today we celebrate Christmas sauces, red and green chili,
Yes.
Dave Engle, and majestic turquoise jewelry. So today, guys, join us in celebrating our neighbors to the southwest.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey.
Because New Mexico's money.
It's a beautiful state.
I like it there.
I love it too. Hey, what you been up to this week or weekend, B? It's been a big one.
Yeah. We debuted some live music at the Norman Music Festival.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was a great time. I went and spent the day at the music festival with Michael Trepanier and JB and young Ethan Neal,
Hi, Ethan.
the future of percussion.
And together you are
4 guys.
Together, you are City Cinema.
City Cinema.
Debuting new music.
Yeah, it was great. It was super fun.
All the time debuting new music, it seems.
I'm trying to, and it was fun. And honestly, I haven't been to the Norman Music Festival in years, and a lot going on.
Sure.
Busy.
How do you feel about a music festival?
It's funny that you say that.
Okay.
Because I feel like I have aged out on multiple levels.
Yeah.
Like, who's that guy walking around the music festival? Which I did some of by myself. But I've aged out of what a music festival is like about. Like,
sure.
But I feel like this type of music festival, I could handle because it was like more on like one street. I wasn't camping with a bunch of hippies.
Absolutely.
I wasn't living in the mud and the dirt.
Not.
I wasn't Coachella-ing. I wasn't taking selfies.
Coachella.
I wasn't wearing tassels.
No. Fringe.
Fringy tassel, big brimmy hats.
Get out of here with them.
People love a big hip hat at a festival.
It's like you got to have one.
Yup. That's just what it's like.
Did you wear your Stetson?
I did not. I wore my crab hat. I wore the hat that I'm wearing.
You have a great Stetson.
It's a good hat.
It's a great Stetson.
It's a good looking hat. The problem with it is it doesn't travel well. Anytime I want to go, like, you can't put your head on a headrest with a Stetson on.
No, and you can't pack it.
You can't pack it unless you got a hat box, and which you got to be committed to that Stetson life.
You can't carry on, I'll tell you that much.
You can't. Listen, guys.
You can't carry on if you got a Stetson.
You do that thing where it's like you got to sit up really straight because the back brim of your hat. You try I can't. How does Garth Brooks travel? How does he travel with that?
Sponsor us, Garth Brooks. Come on here and tell us how you travel with your hat.
Sponsor us, Garth Brooks.
We'll take either one.
Hey, Garth Bugs. Hey everybody, I'm Garth Bugs, and I'm here to play some country westerns for you. I got France and cold cases. I got French and cold cases. Garth Bugs. I'm gonna start
anyway
a Garth Brooks tribute act and call it Garth Bugs.
Or you know what would be great is if Garth Brooks had an alter ego.
And his name is Chris Gaines. I'm Chris Gaines. Remember the whole Chris Gaines thing?
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
I had this conversation with our field producer Jonathan over DMs, fairly recently.
Just chit-chatting about Garth Bugs.
No, for real. No, Chris Gaines. Because he has a collection of Chris Gaines t-shirts that he still proudly wears.
That is, dude, I bet you know what? I bet you if you had a Chris Gaines t-shirt, you could sell that thing for a lot of money.
You think so?
I think that's got to be a pretty esoteric specific
That was a
garment.
Weird deal. That was a weird deal.
I think there was supposed to be a movie about Chris Gaines.
Okay.
And so Garth Brooks went all Daniel Day-Lewis and decided to become it. So he recorded an album.
Yes.
And then the movie got scrapped. Don't know why.
Method acting.
And then he was just like, well, I got all this music. Yeah. So let's just put it out as Chris Gaines.
Sure.
And I just remember very distinctly him hosting SNL and being the musical guest as Chris Gaines. And it was gross.
Well, it was, you know what? Here's what he did. He took a risk. And I applaud it. I applaud a risk.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't everyone's cup of tea, but you know what he did? He never has to lie awake at night and wonder what it would be like if he released an album on the cover where he never had a flavor saver.
He doesn't have to lie awake at night knowing that that what would happen if I grew a soul patch. Right. A soul patch and some fringy hair. Yeah. And he did it.
He did it. He took a risk.
But here's the thing.
And honestly, I think it's great.
My favorite thing is that you're defending this. And if you saw a guy walking down the street with a flavor saver, would you be like commending him for taking a risk?
No,
or would you go?
It's not the flavor.
Or would you
saver.
go?
It's the willingness to pivot. Put yourself out there in a new way.
I'll tell you what. He pivoted right back real fast.
He did.
Because it did not land.
And you know what? Guess what? He's still a huge success.
Do you know what his real first name is?
What?
Troil.
Really?
Troil.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Garth Bugs.
Sponsor us, Troy.
Sponsor us, Troigel Garth Bugs.
I love Garth Brooks, and I remember...
You love Garth Brooks?
I do.
You fully love Garth Brooks?
I do. I remember growing up.
Okay.
I had a country western phase. Growing up in the mean streets of Stillwater, Oklahoma.
High-waisted Rockies jeans and a Mobetta tee tucked in.
No, I never went that
down.
far, but I did listen. And I remember being at his concert at Gallagher Iba Arena in Stillwater.
Yeah.
And it was big doings.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we got recorded for something singing Friends in Low Places.
Well, I mean,
it's a big deal.
Well, I mean, we were a big deal even back then. Troil Garth Bugs needed us on his record.
We've been doing this podcast since 5th grade.
Just haven't been recording it. You know who I do not care for is Trisha Yearwood.
We're going to have to redact all this.
No.
Yes, we are.
I don't care for Trisha Yearwood, and that's okay.
You can't be talking about people on the internet that you don't like.
We just did a whole bit about Garth Bugs, and you want me to not talk about how I just don't particularly care for Trisha Yearwood? It's not that I... Okay.
You can't be... Seriously, we have to take
No,
this out.
we don't.
We do.
This is me.
I know.
But
you
I
can't
was
be
born
mean
this
about
way.
people on the internet.
I was born with a distaste for Trisha Yearwood. I haven't said anything mean about her. You haven't even given me a chance to tell you why I don't care for her. Do you want to know?
No.
Do you want to know why I don't care for Trisha Yearwood?
No.
Because they don't air her show nearly enough.
There it is.
Because I don't get to see more Trish. Also, how on earth do you call a show Trisha's Southern Kitchen and not call it Trisha's Dishes? You should have called it Trisha's Dishes.
This is the main beef you have with her. Sponsor us, Trisha's Dishes.
Have me on the show. One thing I will say is I could teach Trish a thing or two about knife work. Oh. She's not great with a knife.
She's a home cook.
Well, listen.
She doesn't claim to be a chef, and that's her charm.
Right. Well, I'm going to start a company.
Okay.
Where I go and teach Trisha Yearwood.
Okay.
Valerie Burton Ernie. and the Katie lady from the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm going to teach them how to use a knife. Because I get a lot of close-ups on their hands cutting, and it's not fluid and it's not smooth. Do you want to know what I'm going to call my company?
What?
Mr. Knife Guy. And my catchphrase is going to be, no more Mr. Knife Guy. And then I'm going to start, that was me slicing. This is me dicing. And I say, hey, Trisha, those jalapeno poppers the bacon looks rubbery.
Okay.
Redrum and teach her a thing or two. That's the funny thing is I'll see Trish make a dish and I'll be like, man, Trish, that should be better. But then I'll see Ree Drummond make the same dish and I'm like, that looks great. I think I just side with Ree.
She's a home cook.
You keep coming back to it. She is. And you know what?
I think she's a delight. And I'm glad they found happiness. Post Chris Gaines.
I'm glad. How did any of us find happiness post Chris Gaines?
I'm still trying.
Listen, there are two periods of time.
Uh-huh.
There's PCG.
Yes.
And ACG.
And
BCG.
Yeah.
ACG.
Yeah.
BCG and ACG.
Mm-hmm. Our field producer, Jonathan, out in New Orleans. We don't say NOLA here because it's chuggy. But anyway, he is going to be so pumped about this discussion about Chris Gaines.
I think if we could get Troil Garth Bugs on the show.
It'd be amazing.
In character.
He's not going to come now.
As Christoph Gaines. Why?
Because you disparaged his bride.
I did not. I said that they should air her show more often. The only thing that I said about her was that she could improve her knife work.
She's not a chef. My knife work is bad.
Well,
I am frightened of the knife.
Why?
Because it could cut my fingies off.
Not if you do it right. Not if you go to Mr. Knife Guy for lessons.
Okay, I'll be your first student. No. As long as you'll be a knife guy.
Yeah, that's what I am. I'm a knife guy. But sometimes
I feel like you'll yell at me if I do something wrong.
You don't yell at a person when there's a knife in their hand.
Oh, no, you do not.
You don't, because they could turn the knife on you.
Yep.
And also,
you could startle them.
You could startle them into a fingy cut.
Yep.
Just saying, Trisha, give me a shout.
So this Norman Music Fest, I'll tell you why I'm not a music festival person. I got 2 words for you.
Because no one's ever invited you to one.
Porta
potties. Dude, I went.
I can't do it.
I went.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I went to pee in a porta potty more times than I wanted to.
It's so bad.
Because before I perform, I don't get nervous, but my bladder does.
Samesies.
It needs to pee.
Sure.
Before I rock and roll.
Let me tell you something. That's a normal response.
I feel like that. Well, thank you. Guys,
don't worry about what's happening to you when that happens.
I've been really worried about my nervous wee-wees.
Yeah.
And in this moment, I feel validated.
Okay, good.
But I went into...
They're so bad.
And you know what I find is that it was just bizarre.
What?
People make number twos in there.
Yeah.
They're comfortable enough to make bears in a porta john. They're comfortable enough to sit down
with people all around them,
banging on the come on, hurry up. Just people will go, but walking around a music festival
in their wide-brimmed hat,
with a Frito chili pie in one hand and a Michelob Ultra in the other, and go, you know what Daddy needs to do? Daddy needs to make a number juice.
Listen, it is. I can't. This whole episode, I don't even know.
I'm just saying, someone is comfortable. Lots of people are comfortable.
There's two kind of people in this world.
Listen, keep going. Chase that rabbit because I like the direction that you're headed.
People who will. People who won't, and people who can, and people who are unable and would never be able.
Yes,
that is some next level bravery, is what I'm saying.
It's a risk. It is the equivalent of growing a soul patch and changing your name. Garth Brooks being Chris Gaines is the normal people equivalent of going number 2 in a porta potty. I feel like this is the best assessment of the Chris Gaines debacle that's ever happened. Hey guys, I realize I'm the number 1 selling solo act of all time, but I'm gonna go poop in this porta potty real quick, and I'm gonna do it on SNL. And Jonathan's gonna buy a T-shirt about it.
And be wearing it in 2023.
Now from now on, anytime I go into a porta potty, if someone has used it for the risk, I'm gonna immediately think, who went Chris Gaines in here? It's gonna be like a full 5 minutes of just laughing on this episode.
My abs hurt so bad. Brandon.
Someone got to soul patching in here. Oh, man. Dude, here's what I'm saying. I
don't think we need to say any more about it.
A lot of risk takers at the Norman Music Fest is all I'm saying. I didn't isolate my number 1s to just one porta potty. I went to multiples all over the festival grounds, and I got to tell you,
same story.
There was a Chris Gaines everywhere. Making a Troyal mess all over the place.
Oh my gosh. Listeners, I am...
So what you been up to this week or weekend?
Sorry. I'm very sorry. Well...
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for a lick of that. That's gold.
It's comedy gold.
It's comedy gold.
Accidental comedy gold, which we're always in search of here, guys. We're always in search of it. We rarely find it.
Oh, guys.
We might have just then, I don't know.
Speak pipe us your best Porta John stories.
Please sponsor us, Porta John.
Oh.
Okay, well, that,
what have you been up to?
I will say the clouds have been lifting a little bit over at the Engle house.
That's great.
Yeah, I will say your face is soaking wet with tears.
I just can't. I just honestly, listen, I'm not proud of us. That's it. But no.
The Brandon Birdwell and Ashley Birdwell Engle story.
I'm not proud of us for a lot of things.
Okay.
Okay. You know, one thing that I will go to my grave proud of.
This
is our ability to connect people taking number poops in a porta potty with Garth Brooks' decision to be Chris Gaines. That is a 12 degrees of Kevin Bacon connection for the ages.
It's a masterpiece.
I'm like, honestly, proud of us for that.
Hey.
And that's it. Okay. Nothing else. Nothing else I've done in my life am I prouder of than that connection.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah, tell me about the clouds lifting at the Engle house. We need some good.
We do, because those of you who joined us last week, and if you didn't, I mean,
if you didn't, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
And if you want to go back and listen to that, you can hear me talk about my dog dying and how sad it has been in our home. But we have been, we've just been thinking, we've been praying about it together. We've been saying, if there's a dog out there who needs our family, just make it known. Because I'll tell you, we sure don't want to rush anything.
No.
And we sure don't have the wherewithal to pursue it for ourselves.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we have this other dog who has been very confused, Coco, just wandering, whining, looking for happy, the one who passed. And so this dog came to our attention this week, and I won't give too many details because, nothing is for sure, but we've had the chance to get to know this puppy over the last week, and then she got to stay with us this weekend. And I will tell you what, she has brought an awful lot of joy to our home and to our other dog who has loved having a playmate. So again, I'll keep you guys posted on that. But man,
it's one of those things that, and it's this kind of a very similar thing that happened with Leo.
Okay.
Is we did not actively seek another dog.
Yeah.
But he kind of just appeared.
He did.
And so he
failed his support dog test.
Yeah. Yeah.
And needed to be rehomed.
He did, but it's okay. It's okay.
Because he's precious and he works for you guys.
He doesn't work for anyone. He's a man of leisure. and I'm pretty sure I work for him. But yeah, so that's kind of how it went.
He's your soul, your soul animal.
He's my soul animal. He's a soul dog.
Your soul
He's
dog.
my soul patch.
Yeah.
He's I'll tell you what, he's got no qualms with a porta john.
No.
The world is his porta john. The Brandon Birdwell story. Listen, I saw the dog that you were looking at.
Yeah.
Is a Wheaton.
She is.
Wheaton.
Now, I don't want to give too many details.
Because she hasn't consented to this.
Right. We have made our proposal. No, there are just a few things that we need to work out. And you know what? It may not. I'm just saying, I don't want to be definitive.
I only know what a Wheaton is because Ted, dear friend Ted and Sophia,
hi, Ted.
They have a Wheaton.
I know.
And her name is Louise.
Oh, that's a great name.
It's a pretty good human name for a dog.
It's a wonderful
You know what Louise does?
What's that?
She eats zippers.
Zippers.
That's her jam.
Metal ones?
All ones.
Like just out of clothing?
Yeah.
Like Ted and Sophia
the thing about
live in a zipper factory?
They used to.
Just zippers lying about?
Louise ate all of them.
Wow.
YKK. That's that zipper brand.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I know I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah.
It's the zippers. Interesting.
Yeah, she digs eating zippers.
Okay.
Not slippers.
No.
But zippers.
Okay.
She didn't get the memo.
This one really sticks.
Okay. That seems
but
more doggish than a zipper.
Chewing and eating them.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'll keep you all posted on that. But for now,
producer just
we're
sent me some breed
hands.
information about them. Apparently they're good, affectionate with family, good with young children, and good with other dogs.
Yeah, they are.
Also, they eat zippers. It says.
Haven't seen this one do that, but she's awfully sweet and she's brought a lot of joy to our home, and we're holding it with open hands. But I don't know. Yeah, but I just wanted to give the listeners that update. But because of that, this fostering situation with this dog, we have been outside so much this last weekend. It was beautiful.
Really nice.
So nice.
Was so pleased that I spent a lot of the day outside as well. And I was it looked like it was going to be a little dicey going into the weekend, but
because it was raining all last
the clouds lifted both metaphorically and literally, and yeah, it was really great outside. Wonderful.
Sure. Yeah. Also, you don't want to go in a porta potty in the heat.
No,
you do not.
That's you do because it's just you're baking a doo-doo cake in there.
It's awful.
It's a convection oven full of turd.
So yesterday, I shouldn't have said anything.
It's an air fryer full of leavings.
So yesterday we went to church. You drummed.
Easy bake stool sample. Go ahead. I did drum yesterday.
After church, we went to lunch with Jeff's folks, which was really nice. We haven't seen them for a while.
Where'd you go?
Here's a interurban.
Okay.
Local restaurant.
Local spot.
Yeah. It looks the same in there as when we were kids.
Yeah.
That boat hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's a staple.
Been there since the 80s. So here's my question for you. When you go to lunch at at a restaurant, typically on a weekend, and they have also a brunch menu where you're able to order from the brunch menu or the regular. What do you do? How often do you go brunch?
I would say
what percentage of the time?
The majority of the time.
You go brunch?
Yes, because
even if you walk in and you're not planning for it?
No, I view it as just a happy accident.
Okay.
I view it as like almost like the universe placed me here during brunch hours, and it would be like a slap in the face to be like, no.
Yeah. Lunch
for me. And also I find that brunch items typically are like just like interesting.
Yeah.
They got a little zhuzh.
So when you're looking over a brunch menu, what is going to catch your eye? What components? What?
A breakfast taco is hard for me to pass on.
Oh, yeah.
I quite like a breakfast taco.
Same.
I always think that an Eggs Benedict sounds great.
Yeah.
And then I rarely go with it. When I do, I'm never disappointed. But I gravitate to it at an Eggs Benny.
I love an Eggs Benedict.
Little Eggs Benny. And I do put a breakfast taco, if it's on a menu, is hard for me to pass on. What about you?
So this is what got me thinking about this. If I go to a place for breakfast, I would say 90% of the time, I go with a classic breakfast situation.
Yeah.
2 eggs, couple meats.
2 eggs cooked your way.
Yeah.
Couple meats.
Some a potato of some kind.
How do you get your eggs cooked out of?
Over easy.
Okay. I agree with that.
Okay.
You got to be careful because sometimes people will err on the side of like a sunny side up and they will undercook an egg at a place. I don't like not having control of my egg cookery.
Sure. Also, they might cook it too long and then you don't get you can't mop up the yolk with
my yolk's not runny, I send it back.
Do you really?
No,
I can't picture you doing that.
I don't. I'm not a comfy guy sending stuff back. I'll just suffer through it.
Yeah, same.
I understand that the minute I send my order off into the ether,
it's
out of my control now.
Yeah.
It's beyond my control.
Yeah, agree. It would take an awful lot for me to send.
Will you continue eating something after you've found a hair on it?
Oh, wow.
Right? Dude, some highbrow chatter here today, talking porta potties and hairs in food. We're setting a pretty high bar.
I mean, oh goodness. I would say typically what I would do.
Befuddled by this question.
Well, here's the thing. I have long hair.
Yes.
Sometimes I've seen a hair on my plate that looks like mine.
Do you just convince yourself that it's yours?
I have done that before, but what I'll do is I'll isolate the food it had touched.
Oh, okay.
And I won't eat that portion.
Okay.
I don't know. I will say I have sent something back with a hair before.
This is going to be the poll, the survey
Online.
poll on the Spotify. We're going to have
a lot of gross stuff we're talking about.
Dude, this is my dream.
How about you?
About the hair? So here's what I do.
Okay.
I take the hair off. I set it aside.
Yeah. Be gone.
I move on. I continue eating.
Okay.
I don't eat the hair.
Sure.
But I remove the hair.
Sure.
But I don't feel like the hair has contaminated my food enough for it to be an issue. Now, if I found a clump of hair, like if 2 females got in a hair pulling match in the kitchen.
If you found a hair extension.
Right. If Becky ripped Jessica's weave out.
And laid it on your plate.
And just went, just like.
Wound it up with your spaghetti.
Garnished.
Ugh.
Garnished my Caesar with Jessica's weave. Becky garnished my Caesar with Jessica's weave.
then I will send it back.
I will then send it back. I will say, here's your weave back, Jessica.
You don't isolate the food that it touched?
No, it's just a hair.
Yeah, but it was on someone's head.
Hopefully.
Anyway, I was just curious about that. I'll tell you something on a brunch menu that always catches my eye. Do I always get it?
Is a weave.
Nope. Shrimp and grits.
Okay. I'm glad you say that because there is a specific place where I will only get the shrimp and grits.
What place?
At brunch is Cheever's in Oklahoma City.
So good. Such good shrimp and grits.
Such good shrimp and grits. And
Yeah.
if you ask them nicely, they'll put a fried egg on top. They used to do it without being axed, but now you have to axe.
Okay.
But it's cool because you seem like one of the cool kids. Like you know what's going on.
I like to order off the menu.
When I ran the 1/2 marathon that I have run and will run in my entire life.
Sure. You got me beat there.
It was the whole thing that got me through it was a brunch reservation at Cheever's afterwards.
Yep.
That's it. That powered me through.
All the motivation you needed.
That's it. Shrimp and grits.
So after lunch brunch, and I did, to follow up, I did order just a classic breakfast, even though it was lunchtime.
Yeah.
2 eggs.
I like that.
Potatoes.
You could breakfast is anytime.
It really is.
Anytime.
So that's
after you leave today, I'm going to make a breakfast for my lunch.
Now, is this pre-chicken wings?
Those are later.
Okay.
That's chicken wing time.
Oh.
Daddy needs chicken wing time
CWT.
later.
Okay.
CWT for daddy.
Okay. So after that, we had to scoot on out of there because Hope had a party at an indoor adventure park. Now, I'm not going to say the name of this particular indoor adventure park because I don't want to disparage it.
I think I know which one it is, though.
I hate an indoor adventure park.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
Hate one.
It's not fun for me.
The sensory experience.
Too much.
The sights,
Too
the
much.
sounds, the smells.
Yeah.
It's too much. Now, yesterday.
Just hanging out. But he's in there smelling like feet in there.
Socks.
And just hearing over and over, "Sir, you're too big for this trampoline." Hearing, "Hey, sir, you can't play dodgeball with the little ones."
You made a kid cry.
You almost took Jackson's head off with that last fastball.
Oh my gosh. Listen, producer loves.
"Sir, you're over the weight limit for this mini tramp." "Sir, that zip line can't support your heft." "Sir, this was made for children."
I will say the zip line does look fun. Just letting go into the ball pit,
I am
foam
just
pit.
imagine you just all
Limbs.
ankles, elbows, and limbs coming down this zip line.
It'd be so fun.
Who affixed that scarecrow to the zip line and sent it down?
Stop it.
What is happening? "Sir, you're too bulky for this." Sir,
It's sagging.
sir, stop elbowing the children. It's sagging.
It's sagging in the middle. Well, so I made a new best friend yesterday. I can't tell you her name. And we'll never see each other
Because
again.
I didn't bother to learn it.
But I'm telling you, in these 20 minutes, we were besties.
Yeah.
Because we were united over our grievances about an indoor adventure.
It's like when you hear about guys who have buddies from the war.
No, yeah,
That's what she's like that.
Just like.
No, guys, listen. It's a war every day out there.
So I'm just saying, if maybe this is a think tank right now. Maybe there's some investors out here who would like to go in with us on this. Well, not go in, just pay for it all, because we're not here to put up the money for this. We're here to generate ideas. Me and my new best friend. Don't know her name. Yeah.
That's a call to action.
A call to action.
Send us money for this idea that I haven't even heard yet.
Right? Sponsor is
Let's
unknown.
go. There's no bad ideas in the spitballing process. No bad ideas.
There's really not.
Yes, and
So one of the problems here, no seating at all for the grown-ups. No seating. So I propose we create a whole nother seating area for grown-ups. It has the two-way glass, whatever it is, where you can see out, but they can't see in.
It's like an interrogation room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In there we have coffee bar. We might have adult beverages in there.
You need an adult beverage.
We've got
an
some
adventure
lovely
park.
local brews on tap.
Yeah.
We have comfy seating, maybe some massage chairs.
Yeah.
That you don't have to pay for.
Oh.
We have charcuterie.
You realize that
We have-
you are literally just pitching the Admirals Club at an indoor adventure park.
Yeah.
Guys, she travels
Let's
first
do it.
class once.
And
And everywhere she goes has to have an Admiral's Club.
first class.
What's going on at this Target? Where's the Admiral's Club at this Walmart?
Where's the comfortable seating?
Walking around Costco.
Swirling a martini.
Hey, I gotta take a load off here. Where's the Admiral's Club brought to you by Kirkland?
Also, there's too many kids in here. I need an adults only zone, please.
Is this Costco all inclusive? Why? Where's
my wristband? Just flashing it. I'd like another martini, please. And could someone massage my feet?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also,
Please and
get that
thank
kid
you.
out of here.
Get that kid out of here.
What's the Wi-Fi password? What movie is playing today? Listen, I'm just saying, if someone were smart, they would combine these two things. It would be called the Admiral's Club Adventure Park.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, I would, if there was one, I would be so much more content at a child's birthday party that I wasn't invited to.
Right.
I like to show up to kids' birthday parties, but I don't. I get about halfway through it and I'm like, I need an Admiral's Club.
This zip line is sagging.
Daddy needs
a massage.
This zip line is sagging with the weight of Daddy's wagon, and he needs he needs a drinky poo.
Also, it's too loud. I need some double pane glass.
Excuse me, sir. Could you shut your kid up? Okay, can you shut your kid up? Daddy needs a drinky poo. Daddy needs a drinky poo, and your kid needs to pipe down.
There might be like a local jazz trio in there.
Yeah, just playing like some tasty, smooth jazz jams.
It's like the speakeasy for grown-ups in the back room.
Dude, actually, really, what's the password? I hate this place. What's the password? Your kid's not special. What's the password? This wagon needs a drinky poo.
There it is. And there's a little door that they slide open. What's the password?
It's just this big, bulky bag of muscles back there in a zoot suit.
Bouncer.
Bouncer in a zoot suit.
It's called the Speakeasy Indoor Adventure Park.
Brought to you by Kirkland.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us. Listen, I'm actually super into this. Now that it took the turn for the speakeasy, it's way better.
Oh yeah.
Because I like feeling like fancy. I like feeling fancy.
I like wearing my wide brim hat back there. And there would be indoor restrooms.
Yeah. No porta johns.
No porta johns.
An indoor adventure park is like a giant porta john.
I would just like to take this moment to say hello to my new dear friend. I don't know your name, but thank you for helping us come up with the idea for the Speakeasy Indoor Adventure.
We'll see you at the speakeasy.
We'll see you there. So there's 15 days left of school until summer.
Oh.
And what's been happening, the big news at the Engle house beside this foster dog, state testing.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the midst of it.
Yeah.
We're in the throes of it.
Honestly, if you don't pass it, if they don't pass their state tests, they're going nowhere in life.
Well,
they're going nowhere in life, your kids.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of
that you're
pressure.
putting on the youth.
As a kid, did you remember thinking that those tests were like the end of the world?
No.
See, that seems like the sort of thing that you would have really lost some sleep over.
Not necessarily about those, but this has brought back a lot of memories of standardized testing. Are you a good test taker? Do you, like a timed test? How do you react in those situations?
So I was good at them as a kid.
Okay.
And then as I got older,
Yeah.
I got progressively worse at them.
Sure.
To the point that like my GMAT to get into graduate school looks like a child took it. The math portion of it is like
Mine was bad as well.
is like a comedy bit in and of itself. I
Mine
went
was
back
bad.
after I graduated from graduate school somehow
With a degree in business.
with a degree in business.
Masters.
Just listen, guys. There are some mysteries in life.
Whatever.
Some can be solved and some cannot.
This is one of those.
This is one of those. No, I was an incredible student.
You were. And here's the problem I have. You didn't try as hard as I had to try.
The Ashley Engle story.
Could we agree on
Forward
that?
by Brandon Birdwell. Yes, we
Because
can.
I was an excellent student. I'm still an excellent student, and I can say that out loud without feeling like a braggadocious, gal, because I work really hard.
Yeah, I'm just smarter than you.
Well, maybe, but I have to study. Like, I'm a diligent studier, very diligent, V-dilge.
Yeah.
And what are some like strategy? Did you study for tests? How do you study? Just like a cursory glance at those notes.
Yeah.
At the notes you took or someone else that they gave you?
No. At the notes that I took a picture of their notes.
Okay.
Right?
You didn't have a phone in high school.
I kept a Polaroid with me everywhere I went so that I could take pictures of people's notes. No, I would
around your neck.
No, as in high school and college, I didn't study like ever at all.
I know.
But I will say in graduate school, I did have to study. I did study for that.
To re-engage the Beale noggin.
And by the end of it, I actually was enjoying being a student to the point that I actually went back and applied to the PhD program.
I remember.
And when I walked into the office, all the ladies from the department who liked me, they were like, "Oh,
you're a charmer."
They were like, "Great, you want to be in the program. This is great." And I was like, "I don't know if my test score is going to be good enough." And they were like, "Oh, I'm sure it's fine." And then they pulled it out, and I distinctly remember this sound coming out of the lady's mouth. She pulled up my test score and looked at it and went, "Oh. Oh."
Did she say you'd have to take it again?
Yeah.
And you were like, "No, bye."
And I didn't.
That was enough to keep you out of the PhD program.
I applied with that score. I applied with it. I said, "You know what? You dance with the one you came with." Right? You don't show up to the dance and abandon your date. You dance with the one you came with. And you know what? She was good enough to get me an alternate spot.
There you go.
She's no great beauty, right? She's pretty in the face. But she didn't get me into the program.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was the reaction to my
your test score was pretty in the face.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I thought you meant this admissions lady, and I thought, oh, gosh.
No, she was great.
Yeah, she was great. She got you an alternate
She
spot.
was not impressed with my math prowess.
Well.
Oh.
And you said, I told you.
I told you. I came in here, hat in hand, telling you that it looks like I hired a person who was 8 to take this math portion. English, great.
Yeah.
Reading comprehension,
we're words people.
off the charts.
We've said it.
Off the charts, Kimosabi.
Yeah.
But then you get to the math.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened to me when I took mine to get into grad school. They took me though, and I did. But anyway, I was just thinking about strategies that I used because I feel a lot of stress about a time test to this day. And I don't know if many of you guys know this. I went back to school pre-pandemic to get my degree through seminary.
I was countdown to a reference that she's a pastor, guys.
I know, stop it. But anyway, it took me about 3 years, and to this day, a time test will put your girl over the edge. And you know what she'll do?
What's the point of a timed test?
She will take to the very last second.
Remember when
because of people like me.
Remember in high school?
Who will be there all day.
Remember in high school when you got so stressed out about a class
history?
That your eyelashes started falling out?
Yeah, I remember leaning over.
Guys, her eyelashes started falling out.
Just a few of them. I was leaning over my paper, and then just some of them just bloop, fell out on the thing.
And then you swept them aside and only took the portion of the test that they didn't touch.
Because the rest had been I weren't sure if they were mine.
I'm sorry, Professor. I'm sorry. There were eyelashes on this document.
Am I supposed to finish
I'm going to need you to prorate this and only judge me on 60% of what you need to judge me on because I simply cannot.
I simply cannot. Well, I had all kinds of strategies to study for tests. I'm primarily an auditory learner. If someone says it, I can recall it pretty. That's sort of my mode.
That's good.
So this is what I did in high school and college. I bought one of those little handheld recorders with the tiny tapes.
And you would say it, and then you would listen to it while you slept, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You nerd.
And in my car as well.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was a great student.
Well,
it worked for me. But these are the extremes I would go to.
We all, guys, listen, some of us struggle to learn. Mm-hmm. Some of us are so smart
that we don't even
have to. Some of us are so smart that we don't have to listen to our own voice talking through flashcards while we sleep.
It worked for me.
Listen, you figure it out. You figure it out and you make it work.
This was my strategy.
I always loved a snack during a time test.
Yeah.
What I would do is I'd say I like a little jerky. I had a little jerky and a beverage.
Same.
And I would set it there in plain sight, knowing that like that's my reward for finishing this portion of the test.
You know
and then I would finish it real fast, and then everyone else would be taking tests, and I would sit there and eat my beef jerky and look at them like a bunch of peasants.
All smug.
Enjoy your test, losers.
I'm over here with my beef jerky.
Help.
Snapping into a Slim Jim. Yeah. My test snack.
Snapple.
Oh, ew. Snapple and jerky? What a terrible combo.
Why?
Sweet
and salty? Yeah.
Sweet and smoky.
What kind of beef jerky are you?
All beef jerky tastes smoky.
Well.
Anyway, my test snack, I have 2 Dots pretzels.
Oh. Were Dots pretzels a thing back when you were test taking? Well, I guess you were only recently taking tests.
In seminary. I also blame them for my pandemic weight gain.
Yeah.
And Cheez-Its.
You like a Cheez-It.
Right. And my ride or die.
Cheez-Its.
Many people would think it would be my husband.
No.
Cheez-Its.
It's Cheez-Its. If it comes down to Jeff Engle or Cheez-Its.
Extra toasty.
We got a real Sophie's choice on our hands here.
I just hope I never have to make that choice.
He just hopes that because he's going on the chopping block.
No.
He's going to cheese it right out of here.
So I want to let people know, today I ran farther than I've ever run.
How far did you run?
I don't know, but it was farther than
that
I
was
ever have.
the most anticlimactic.
It was like 2.5 miles.
That's the farthest.
In my neighborhood it is. Consistently running.
Why are you doing your arms like that? Why was that your like that
it's
is
the
how
universal symbol for running.
Man, if I see you running out and that's what you're doing with your hands.
I'm pumping my fists.
I mean
okay, anyway, but for real, I've had to build my endurance back up. Hey, shut it. Man, I'm
just picturing you running like that with your arms akimbo.
Listen, normally my neighborhood is very hilly. So what I've been doing is trying to build up my endurance with a little running and then walking and then running and then today, consistently, it was like 2.5 miles, which for me in my hilly neighborhood was pretty good. I'll tell you what motivated me. I dug back through my phone, my playlists.
Oh.
I still have my playlist from my 20-year high school reunion. Oh. Do you want to know the artists who motivated me today?
Her 20-year high school reunion was 30 years ago.
30 years ago. Okay, these are the artists who motivated me today. Okay?
Okay.
Blackstreet.
Oh, yeah. No diggity.
Fugees.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Fugees.
The Fugees are great.
They're great.
They're great.
Sponsor us. Fugees. Weezer.
Okay, okay.
Will Smith.
Okay.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Early Will Smith.
Yeah.
Green Day.
Okay.
LFO. Which made me laugh. Which made me laugh. You guys, whenever Brandon plays a live show and he's doing some covers, he'll throw a few covers in there. He sings Summer Girls by LFO.
Can I, and this is great. Can I read you some of the lyrics? Professor, will you pull up producer?
You said you were going to call him Professor.
Okay. Here are some. So the chorus that we all know, New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick. And I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. For the summer, I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I'd take her if I had one wish. But she's been gone since that summer now. Hip hop marmalade, spick and span. Met you one summer and it all began. You're the best girl that I ever did see. The great Larry Bird, Jersey 33. Now, are we saying she looks like Larry Bird, or are we just wanting to just shoehorn him into the song? Let's move on. When you take a sip, you buzz like a hornet. Billy Shakespeare wrote a whole bunch of sonnets.
Sornets.
Call me Willie Whistle, 'cause I can't speak, baby. Something in your eyes went and drove me crazy. Now, I can't forget you, and it makes me mad. Left one day and never came back. Stayed all summer and went back home. Macaulay Culkin was in Home Alone. Why are we saying these random facts?
Didn't someone yell that out? Summer girl.
Yes.
And you had to Google the lyrics.
Fell deep in love.
Oh, we're still going.
But now we ain't speaking.
We're not.
But you know what?
What?
Michael J. Fox played Alex P. Keaton. What?
You know, they were just like, rah, throw it in.
Just say it.
They were at the Speakeasy.
What rhymes with C? 33. What basketball player wore that number? Well, Larry Bird did.
We got to talk about
Drop
him too.
it in there. Who was in Home Alone? Macaulay Culkin was.
It's
the dumbest song
it really is
that's ever been written, and we still
Sponsor us, LFO.
and we still remember it.
we still play it live when we do covers.
Yeah.
So Ace of Base, Coolio, Beastie Boys, House of Pain. These are the guys that kept me and gals who kept me motivated and running today. I'm proud of myself.
I'm into it.
Okay. How
Boogaloo shrimp and pogo sticks. My mind takes me back there oh so quick.
That's the one I was waiting for.
Boogaloo shrimp and pogo sticks?
You know.
As you do.
As you do. Okay, how is your algorithm?
It has not
Nothing new.
well, I've been all over Big Jake. BBQ with Big Jake. He makes me so happy.
He's a delight.
I cut together, well, this is not Big Jake, but I cut together, sometimes on Saturday mornings I wake up and I like to edit videos of DJ Khaled
Sure.
dancing and talking about golf.
Yeah.
And today, or this Saturday, I edited a video together of Jeremy Fragrance smelling toothpaste and then hallucinating about DJ Khaled was what it was meant to be.
Seems worthwhile.
I'll show it to you if you want to see it.
Cool. I've gotten a couple good and weird things from your wife this week.
Cool. Cool.
The first one is a video of baby stingrays.
Oh.
And the caption, baby stingrays look like aliens, baby aliens stuck in ravioli.
Specific.
Spot on.
Specific.
She also sent me one that was so funny. I've shared it with everyone. It was a guy doing a Gen Z therapy session.
I've seen that one.
That one was great. And
Michael
I thought,
Trepanier also sent me that one.
yeah, like this is great for just learning this lingo. Yeah. We'll share it in our algorithm roundup on Friday.
No cap.
No cap. Manatees. There's a new account that is
you get all different manner of aquatic life.
So all of them.
All aquatic life.
I'm just gonna. I'm in it till I see them all species. Another one, an account that is bringing me joy. I truly was in my bed this morning laughing for like 10 minutes about one of these British vids. There is one called Happy Hour Gone Wrong, where these group. It's a gals' night. Maybe a hen party. Isn't that what they call it in Britain?
But if it's not, it's what it is now.
I think it's a hen party.
A hen party at the Speakeasy.
And they call the guy the stag night. Or
going to start having a hen party at the indoor adventure park Speakeasy.
Yes.
Shut those kids up.
The bride comes in with her veil.
But it's always like, I love to see a bachelor party towards the end of the night out and about. The veil's torn.
Mascara.
And she's just as mascara's on her face because she's just like getting cold feet and crying in the mirror.
She's indulged a bit too much.
It's a bit too much.
So anyway, she
fell off a Lime scooter.
Well, in this video, she fell in this tiny crack between the booth and the wall, legs straight up in the air. And it's the restaurant like security camera filming the whole thing.
Listen.
And her friends are falling down laughing so hard. Anyway, it's great. I'll share it. Anyway, we do not have a Crindy Reviews this week because Crindy is in Cabo with her friends. And so I'm hoping that when she gets back...
Call you up, but what's the use? I like Kevin Bacon, but I hate Footloose.
It still goes. But I'm hoping Crindy will...
It still slaps.
Still slaps.
After all
still a banger.
these years.
Really hoping Crindy will review the whole town of Cabo when she returns.
Dude, she's a fiesta lady right now. She's ready to fiesta.
She and her gal pals taking on Cabo.
She's doing it.
What you been watching, reading, or listening to this week?
Hadn't watched it for years, but watched Guardians of the Galaxy yesterday with Ben.
Love it.
After not watching it for a while, had a great time.
Love it.
Great
Best
time.
soundtrack.
Best soundtrack.
So good.
Yeah.
Love Chris Pratt.
It's great.
You've been watching Jury Duty, haven't you?
Have.
What do you think?
Just finished it yesterday.
Okay, I haven't finished it yet.
That guy, but I don't want to ruin it.
Please
I don't want
don't
to spoil
ruin
it.
it.
But can I tell you one thing that might be a spoiler? That one dude is James Marsden the whole time.
Yeah.
That's James Marsden in it. The whole time.
He's so great. Did you like the show?
I loved it. It was
It was
great.
great.
Super fun.
It's super fun. Now, guys, it's not for kids.
No.
Language and subject matter.
Send them out into the adventure park and then just duck into the speakeasy and have a good time watching Jury Duty.
That's right. It's great, guys. It's on Freevee docuseries, mock-series. We too have been watching Jury Duty. Ted Lasso, keeping up with that.
Same.
The other day, you inspired us to watch Princess Bride.
Oh, so good.
I always enjoy, always a classic. Funny Farm.
Oh, with Chevy Chase.
Yeah. Classic. Great film. And then last night, Jeff and I watched Tangled with Hope, which is in my top 2 of animated features from
What's
Disney.
Tangled with Hope about?
Tangled. Jeff and I watched
Tangled with Hope. Sounds like a Hallmark movie.
Hallmark movie. Totally. Asher's
Just a girl living in the city trying to have it all. Tangled with Hope. Beep, 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 beep.
Asher starting the Hunger Games series,
mowed awesome.
Through the first book. I can distinctly remember where I was. I was pregnant with Harrison, reading that book for the first time, and I had a moment on my couch where I looked up and said to no one in particular, because nobody was there, I said, they're going to let the children kill each other?
Yeah.
They're just going to let the children kill each other?
And
they did.
That was your version of me eating a chicken wing and going,
It was just me in my home security video. They're going to let the children kill each other. Anyway, okay. I've been listening to City Cinema and my
they're great
20-year high school reunion playlist.
Okay, I'm in good company with New Kids on the Block. Had a bunch of hits.
LFO.
Yeah.
What's your warm heart?
Let's just say that we had a great time playing the live music and had a great day with some good buddies and felt good. Got a lot of really good feedback on it. So there you go.
Love that. Wish I could have been there.
Yeah, well.
I bet I'm not a festival person.
No, it's fine.
I'm a Brandon person, but not a festival person. Mine is this foster dog, and the joy that she's brought. And again, I'll keep you guys posted, holding it loosely, but she's been awfully sweet.
I love that.
Yeah, been real sweet. Hey guys, we have some new listeners. I think thanks to our buddy Grady. Hi, Grady.
Hey, Grady.
And if you guys enjoy your time with us, please leave us a rating and review, especially on Apple Podcast. It helps us more than you know. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it so much, guys.
Yeah, we do. Okay, I think
right,
that's it for
I don't
today.
have anything funny to say on the way out.
Oh, man.
I know.
Chris Gaines.
Bye.
Bye.